If you bored, then stop complaining. Tap into Slightly Daily. Pods and blogs and playlists. Everyday entertainment. Slightly to the daily. Slight to the lead to the. If you bored, then stop complaining. Tap into Slightly Daily. Pods and blogs and playlists. Everyday entertainment. Slightly to the daily. Slight to the lead to the daily.
Welcome back to the Slightly Daily Podcast. This is episode number 64. We're live on Instagram. We have 2 viewers right now. Let me move this thing. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Slightlee Daily. What's going on? There we go. Slightly Daily, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. This is episode number 64. I'm by myself. Yes, I do have a couple podcasts maybe possibly lined up today, but I just said fuck it. I'm gonna do one solo dolo. I posted on my Instagram story. Submit questions, submit some topics. I got a few. Shout out to Nathan for the hearts. Everyone, I got 3 viewers in here. Go ahead and tap some hearts. Yeah, so it's Saturday, guys. I'm also filming I guess I can just lead off with this. So I'm going to get on more of a routine and more of a schedule to do more like actual daily vlogs. But when I say daily, I mean like everyday vlogs, because personally, honestly, I don't really do shit. I work, and then on the weekends I try and do this type of stuff. But I'm going to try, you guys have to hold me to this, but I'm going to try every Saturday to release a vlog. Just a everyday kind of normal day, what I'm doing throughout my day. Today, for example, I don't want to spoil too much because I want you to actually watch the vlog, but I ran some errands, saw my brother, ran around town, kind of basically said, hey, I'm doing this now. So that's the first order of business. I'm going to make this, the solo ones, it's kind of, it's sort of difficult to go the whole hour alone. But I mean, I'm going to give you guys 30, 45 minutes. This is, Nate's got to go back to work. I appreciate you stopping in, man. But anyway, so more vlogs are coming soon. Let's see, since the last time I did a podcast, period, not much has happened. I did do, I did 2 last weekend I only did 1, and it was the the Zoom call, which is super awesome and super dope. That it adds a whole nother element. It opens another door. It gives me way more opportunity to do more people when I do the virtual ones. So I had 2 rappers from Texas the last couple weeks, and what's crazy about that is they didn't even know each other. They're completely separate. And then also I got Barkley in here who's completely separate too. I have all these freaking Texas connections and stuff. It's crazy. But since then, so last week I've been really busy. Let me also dial it back too and just let you guys know what's up, why I've been sort of kind of quiet on Instagram. And honestly, it's kind of funny to say because I still put out 2 videos last week and a couple podcasts the week before, but I'm not posting as much as I want to be, just because honestly, I'm kind of bouncing everywhere right now, but honestly, I just want this so bad. I want this to be my job so bad, and for that to happen, I have to grind every single day. I have to put out new content every day, literally. And when I go 2, 3, 4, 5 days without anything being posted on slightlydaily.com, the actual website, that shit just eats at me. But anyway, so last week I didn't get to make a whole lot of actual blog posts. To be honest, there's not a whole lot going on as far as the entertainment world. The movies and TV section of slightlydaily.com is really quiet right now because, to be honest, they're not really putting out any new things. There's been a couple new Netflix originals. I watched Project Power with Jamie Foxx. That was probably the last new movie I watched on Netflix. That was really cool, actually. That was a cool movie. That was a really good movie. It was a good mix between sort of like a sci-fi movie, but also it was like a pretty decent action movie too. And personally, I'm not a big action movie guy. I'm just not. I don't like the boom explosions and fucking like. I'm not a big fan of those, but Project Power was tasteful. It was good. So Jamie Foxx starring in that Netflix movie. Check that out if you want or don't. But yeah. So as far as blog posts, they've been super hard to come by. To be honest, I wanted to do like NBA. I wanted to get more in depth with the NBA playoffs, but honestly, and this is definitely me just making an excuse, but and you can't do that. You shouldn't do that. But I'm just gonna tell you give you my reasoning is it's hard to keep up with because there's so many games. Now when the finals comes, I will definitely do an article on every single game, kind of before and after. Hey, bro.
What's up, man?
Hey, I'm filming right now.
Okay.
But shit, no, you're good, man. Go ahead. Here, I'm gonna put you up to the mic, bro. You want to say anything? You're live on episode 64, man. We got Austin's Lost in here, guys.
Man,
It's
just
just me in here.
Go Titans,
Go
I'm
Titans.
ready for Monday night, ready for a good dub.
Okay.
I'm about to hit the studio tonight.
Okay. Word.
Making some new heat.
Who you making? Who you linking up with?
Chop and Jayon.
Okay.
And Bino.
All right, man. Well, shit.
Yeah, I was calling to see if she's still want to do something later. I don't know. I'll just text you though. So
Yeah.
this is like gonna be boring as hell.
No,
so.
you're good, man. Here, let me call you and give me 30 minutes.
All right, bro.
All right, peace.
See ya.
Hey, that was crazy. I never had a live call guest. That's fucking great. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. Oh, I was talking about sports articles, just articles in general. They've been sort of hard to come by. As far as sports, MLB, I love baseball. If you really know me, you know that I grew up playing baseball my whole life. That was my sport. It's hard to follow. I can't even lie. When it's something like the World Series or so-and-so hit 4 home runs in a game, I might really tap in and be like, yo, y'all need to watch this video of this dude cranking 4 home runs, or someone throws a no-hitter, or someone strikes out 20 batters. That's incredible. It doesn't happen like that. What I'm getting at is today I actually made 3 blog posts. Every Saturday, you guys can at least get this from me. I'm going to tell you this right now. You guys can at least get this from me. I will link you guys up with the best football games that you should watch that you don't want to miss, with the times and the channels. And I'm also going to figure out a way to link you guys like the Reddit pages. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then I don't know what to tell you, but there's free Reddit live streams that you can watch for free. So I'm trying to figure out a way how to do that too. I can do it, but I don't know how many people would tap into it. So honestly, would it be worth it? You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And then I also wrote about the Xbox, the new Xbox coming out. Hey, I know I wrote an article about it, but I just want to say this. They really put some pressure on PlayStation. PS5, they came out, they had this huge unveil event or press conference or whatever you want to call it, and they were like, this is happening, this is this, but they didn't come out with a price or an actual release date. Now, obviously, the release date is kind of, it's going to be holiday season. That's what they're going for. So basically, everybody's going to be buying that shit in November, December. Anyway, so the release date isn't necessarily the biggest thing. It's the price difference. Now, for the most part, PlayStation is the more expensive console. So with Xbox just coming out and saying, all right, we have 2 versions, $299 and $499. For them having an Xbox at a brand new Xbox at $299, a next gen console at $299, that is going to take a lot of, I don't want to say a lot, but that's definitely going to take some consumers from Sony to go straight to Microsoft and get that $299 console. That ain't shit. That's so cheap for a brand new Xbox. I mean, that's what, as much as the One S, I believe. So I'm just saying, man, Xbox really put some pressure on Sony to, because they got to come back with another price. I mean, for the Series X, it's $499, and that I'm gonna guess that. So PlayStation is gonna have two versions: the one with the disc and the one without. And the one without the disc is gonna be the cheaper one, and the one with the disc player is gonna be the more expensive one. I think that the one without the disc, the cheaper one, I think that one's gonna be $499, and then I think that the disc drive one is gonna be $599, and I think that I think that a lot of people are gonna choose to go to the Xbox. I really do. I'm just saying, I could be a little biased because I have an Xbox. Also, I am not a huge competitive gamer either. I'm a very casual gamer. Ask my friends. Who we have in here? Oh shit, they left. I had a couple of people in my Instagram live, but they left. So yeah, big shout out to the Goot Boys. I hope I am pronouncing their name right. Shout out Trap Money TJ. Shout out Damier. Shout out to Dreddy Made It and Pimp. You guys put out a really dope song. I like that song, Sleep. I liked it on SoundCloud. It's gonna be in my little SoundCloud playlist. That was a really dope song. Please go read that article, and please go show them some love. Like, I want to get into this too. I want to say, when I post artists on the actual website, like, go like show them some love. Like, guys, we gotta create this community where it's like we're supporting each other. That's really what I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to connect the dots. Just, if you watched my Barclays Homecoming Bash. Wow, that is a tongue twister. If you watch Barclays Homecoming Bash vlog, there's a moment where I had Austin and Seth in the same frame, and really, I said, like, this is exactly what I'm trying to do. This is why I created this brand, is to connect dots, connect artists, because we need to have some unity. You can't make this on your own. You can't, guys. I mean, it's just, Drake needs a 40. Lil Wayne needs Birdman. Drake needs Lil Wayne. This can go on and on. Jordan needs Pippen. Come on, guys. LeBron needed Kyrie. LeBron needed Dwayne Wade. Like, guys, you need, and even not even just like someone who's gonna carry you on your back, but it's about and it sounds so corny to say, but it is about a teamwork and a sense of unity. And does that mean, oh well, I'm gonna just dick ride everybody? Like, no, like, we have to at least support each other. You don't have to call yourself a fan of such and such and this person and that, and like, you don't have to say, oh, I'm a fan and I'm the biggest fan and like that, but like, don't be a hater. And being a hater, to me, can mean a lot of things. And you can even be a hater by choosing to like ignore somebody or ignore what's going on, what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to leave that at that, guys. So shout out to Goot Boys. Very dope content. Shout out to Jannard Cross 2. I'm not sure how you found my Instagram live, but shout out to you. Thank you for tapping in. Go to the link in my bio, Slightly Daily Podcast. So, I had a couple questions submitted to me. I'm going to go ahead and just get into those, just because, honestly, I'm just freestyling it at this point. So, let me go ahead and end this live. Let's see. Okay. First question is from Nathan, always on some ridiculous shit. Would you rather have a gorilla that will do anything for you or a very small dragon, but the dragon is more like a cat that does what it wants? Huh. I'm gonna say this one more time very slowly, and I want you, if you are watching this, I really feel like I'm just talking into the void sometimes, because I feel like a lot of you people most people don't even actually watch the full episodes. You know what I'm saying? Most people don't even watch these full things, and you should. I want you to. Yeah. So, man, I'm all over the place right now, but there's been two huge upsets today. Iowa State, who was 23rd, lost to Louisiana Lafayette, and Arkansas State beat Kansas State. Those are two very small schools beating teams that should not lose. It's crazy. So I'm going to repeat this question one more time and answer it in the comments. Please tell me, would you rather have a gorilla that will do anything for you or a very small dragon, but the dragon is more like a cat that does what it wants? Personally, I'm choosing the dragon because dragons are my favorite animals. Like, they literally are like my favorite creatures. If you really know me, then you should know that, because I love dragons. I'm fascinated by them. I don't know why. That is my answer, Nathan. Don't know how you came up with that. Thank you for participating in these questions, because, yeah, I don't really get a whole lot of responses on these. Sometimes when I say, hey, submit topics and questions, most of the time, 90% of the time, people don't even submit anything. So appreciate you. And I have one more from Brah_Vo, BRAH_VO. Top 3 superpowers you wish you have. Go ahead and comment below what your top 3 superpowers are. And leave a thumbs up while you're at it on YouTube. And if you're on Apple Podcast, please, I think I have 1 review. Please leave me some more reviews, okay? And for you guys that don't know, if you guys have an iPhone, type in Apple Podcasts on the App Store and type in Slightly Daily Podcast. It's very easy. Spotify, it should be very easy to find too. But top 3 superpowers, man, that's tough. That is very tough. Top 3 superpowers. 1. Also, if you really know me, you know that I'm not like a big superhero movie fan, like at all. So, okay, let me see. I think invisibility would be very dope. Invisibility. Invisibility. I don't even know. I think telekinesis would be really cool, just to be able to just move stuff with your mind. I don't want to say flying or like super strength. I'm trying to think. I don't know if this is a superhero, but I would love to be like Katniss with a fucking bow and arrow. Just spot on. So those are my top 3 superpowers. What are yours? Thank you, Bravo. Whew. Man, it's been a day for me. Gave my dog Ellie a bath. She hates it. She hates me right now. So, I want you guys to take this moment to reflect. If you've been a fan or a supporter in any way of this podcast, let me know your thoughts. Like, how do you feel about where it is now And if you were a guest, how do you feel about what was your experience like? Like, did you feel comfortable? Did you like it? Would you want to come back again? And if you have never been a guest, please let me know. We can definitely work something out. I will say this. I want to urge, especially for the people that I don't really know too well, I would like to urge you guys to bear with me whenever I try and do like the Zoom things, because for one, I'm pretty busy and I don't have a lot of space in here either. So I have to fit things in like small windows of time. So in the Zoom calls, for one, they're usually a little bit shorter too, and two, I can just end it and then we can go about our days. But yeah, just want to say that. And what was that? I was gonna say something else about the blog post. I was still on a tangent about the vlog thing too, and I never even finished it. But yeah, I am going to be more consistent with my actual vlogs. If you don't know the difference, the vlogs is like a sort of just like an everyday journey, I guess you could say, just a normal kind of everyday video of my life. I think it's really interesting where we are in 2020, or at least the last 4 to 5 years, whenever vlogging became really prevalent in society, in the internet. I think it's really interesting that, all right, we look at 10 years ago, okay? Let's look at 2010. Where were we? We had iPhone 4s. Did we even have Xbox One yet? I don't think we did. So we were still playing on PS3s and Xbox 360s. Maybe I'm wrong. Hold on. No, maybe 2012-ish, I think. So, yeah, we were still playing on 360s and PS3s. We had iPhone 4s. We were definitely hooked into the internet. We were tapped in. We were there. We were in it. But look at today. I mean, YouTube has turned into this giant, a huge platform, and it's free too. Mind you that it's free. YouTube has turned into this basically it's bigger than television itself, like TV channels itself. It's bigger than networks itself. It's like every TV network is competing with just YouTube, and it's so crazy. Hey, get up here. Lay down, man. Every TV network. I'm not just saying like show like Modern Family and Big Bang Theory is competing with YouTube. No, I mean like ABC. I mean like NBC. I mean like literal corporations are competing against, all of them are competing against YouTube because it's free to use. They do have the subscription platform, but I don't think I know anyone who has it. I think Jayon does. Yeah, it's crazy. But what I'm getting at is, so let's go back to what I was saying. Let's go back to 10 years ago. What was on TV? Jersey Shore. That's honestly the only thing that I can think of at this moment is Jersey Shore. Reality TV, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, that Paris Hilton show. What are some more reality shows from like the 2010s? But what I'm getting at is it's insane to me how something like Jersey Shore, Keeping Up with the Kardashians was so big and so popular in 2020, whenever you're making a vlog, you're basically creating your own reality TV show. Like, it's crazy to think that 10 years ago we thought that something like Keeping Up with the Kardashians or Jersey Shore was so like hard to create, but in 2020 all you need is an iPhone and a YouTube channel and you can create your own reality TV show. What's up, Outlaw? We got Austin's Lost in here. Outlaw, Austin, y'all comment what were some like reality TV shows from the 2010s, like early, like 10 years ago. But what I'm getting at is YouTube is so big. It's this monster. It's competing against all these television networks because it's free and it's huge. And you've got people like David Dobrik and Casey Neistat and all these huge YouTubers who are the director, are the director, the producer, the star of their own TV show. Real World, yep. Hard Knocks, exactly. Real World was a huge one for sure. And like honestly, if you wanted to recreate something like Real World in 2020, you could with an iPhone. You literally could. And without having to go through MTV, so MTV gets their cut or whoever, or VH1, and then waiting 6 months for it to come out. It's like, no, like you can film a season of Real World, whatever you want to call it, or Jersey Shore. You and six friends could get together and create a Jersey Shore-esque summer and vlog it every day, and it would be just this. It would probably do, if you were good enough at it and you marketed it enough, it would probably do just as good as Jersey Shore if you were just as entertaining. It's crazy, and you can do all this on your own. Real World is the premise of all platforms. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. What I was getting at is YouTube has changed so much. Like, we're in 2020 now, and 10 years ago, we were tapped into VH1, tapped into E, even Keeping Up with the Kardashians type stuff. Like, we were familiar with it. And then in 2020, you can create your own reality show with vlogging and podcasting. You know what I'm saying? It's just really, it's interesting to see where we're at. And because honestly, even then, when I was 14 years old, 10 years ago, in 2010, when I was 14, and I thought that was like it. I was like, how are we gonna advance from that? Like, what's next? Like, what else could they possibly do? Like, you've got cameras following these people for the whole summer in New Jersey, just partying and chilling. I was like, we peaked. How else could technology ever carry us into another phase? And look where we are now. Where is it going to be in 2030? What is everyone going to be required to have the Elon Musk Neuralink to where we're all just always filming shit? Like, man, it's crazy. It's because personally, I've been doing the vlogging thing for 2.5 years. And then I've been doing the podcasting thing for 9 months. Yeah, 9 months-ish. And combined, I have about 100 videos or something on YouTube. And I'm doing all this from my apartment. I'm doing all this at a desk I bought from Walmart on a MacBook with an iPhone 11 Pro. And then I'm getting all my equipment off of Amazon. 10 years ago, man, if you told somebody, first of all, podcasting wasn't even, correct me if I'm wrong, there probably was some early podcasters 10 years ago, but podcasting was damn near impossible without like a real studio, without like Howard Stern is someone who comes to mind, but like he was serious, or he was in like an actual studio, like an actual network studio. And like today, like, look, I'm literally sitting on my couch. Everything is so simple. Everything is so simplistic now. It's like I have, like, yes, my setup is definitely I don't know how to put it. I don't want to say complicated, but sophisticated. I have a sophisticated setup, but if you really get down to it, you can count all of the pieces of equipment I have on one hand, really. I mean, it's just, and at that point, it's just having the knowledge of how to use it, and then post-production, and then that's it. And then boom, you have your own Howard Stern-esque show in your living room. It's impeccable to me. It just it's baffling to me, coming from somebody who, I went to school for journalism, so this type of stuff is something that I have been I've studied like really heavily, and especially since the turn of the century, the 1900s and stuff, man. Our ancestors and stuff, who were our American ancestors and predecessors from the early 1900s, they had radio. They thought that was like, they were entertained. They were so entertained. Like, that was so fun for them to click on that radio and listen to some static ass, low quality ass music, or they would have TV shows or whatever you want to call them on the radio, and they were entertained. And then every decade after that, stuff was just growing and multiplying. And then the cell phone came out, and then the black and white, when the black and white TV came out, they thought that was it. They thought they were living in the future when the black and white TV came out in the 40s, 50s, in the 50s or something like that. And then next thing you know, 60s and 70s come along, and then they have color TV, and the TVs are getting bigger, and there's more than 5 channels. And there's like my grandparents and stuff, they watched this grow, and then 10, 20, 30 years come by, and then the internet starts to be birthed into this world, and then we have these fat ass computers, the fucking iMac, with the fucking, what do you call it? The shell, that like colorful shell that Steve Jobs invented, and then we thought that was peak technology, and there's no way we could ever top that. And then the BlackBerry came out, and then we were like, what? You can do internet on your cell phone? Whenever cell phones, you couldn't even just cell phones, period, were hard to fathom back then, because cell phones used to be attached to your wall, and that was the only time you could call somebody, or a payphone. And then, I mean, it's just crazy to me. I try and be introspective and realize like where I'm at, and if I had this dream to be like, and so like say I was a 24-year-old in 2000, and I wanted to do something like this. Like, say I wanted to just be a podcaster. Well, first of all, in 2000, that word didn't even exist. So I would have to, I would honestly have to invent it. But what you can almost directly correlate or relate this to is like some sort of like radio announcer, or like a talk show host or something. And let's just say talk show host, okay? Those jobs are very hard to come by. You had Jay Leno-esque type people, and there's only one Jay Leno, and the only way I can chase this dream to be a quote-unquote talk show host is to take Jay Leno's job. Well, the advent of technology has just created so much more opportunity for people if you use it right, but it's also such a curse at the same time. It's a huge blessing, but such a curse at the same time, because we don't want to admit it. And when I say we, I mean everyone. I don't mean just Gen Z. I don't mean just millennials or boomers. Like, everybody. We are addicted to technology, and we don't want to address that, but we definitely are addicted to technology. We are never more than 10 feet from our cell phone, ever. That's crazy. And like I was just saying, You used to not even be able to leave your house. If you left your house, you were nowhere near a phone. Now, we are constantly connected. Some of us, I don't know about you, but I have my GPS location on for my girlfriend and my mother. They know where I am literally always. Like, that is insane. Who we got in here? Still got Outlaw here. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, and then even like transition to something like, all right, 20 years ago, 2000. Let's say 2000 again. Let's go back and say I wanted to be a rapper. Just straight up, just wanted to be a rapper in 2000. It's going to be much harder for you to develop your own studio in a home in 2000 than it would be today. When today, all you need is, on one hand, the amount of equipment that you need to create some sort of little home studio setup. Today, you need a couple cords, a microphone, and a computer screen. And if you want to make it work, then you will make it work. And 20 years ago, to be honest, I couldn't tell you, but I know that technology was much harder to navigate. The interface and the stuff was just harder to use. It wasn't as convenient as it is now. So, and I feel like a lot of people are so caught up in the Matrix, so caught up in this daily, when's the iPhone 12 coming out? When's the Xbox coming out? When's the blah, 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 blah. When's the that new Tesla's coming out? Blah, blah, blah. Whenever you guys, like, if you really think about it, 10 years ago when we had the iPhone 4, bro, that was incredible to think that we all have a little tiny touch screen. Like, I remember whenever touch screens were like so like insane to me. Touch screens were crazy. I remember I had the Nintendo DS and it had that bottom screen that was a touch screen, and like I didn't understand how that made any sense, because every screen when I was younger that I knew was the TV screen or my Game Boy screen, and if you touched it, nothing happened. So it's just insane to me how far we've advanced as far as technology, because I mean, yeah, it's rapidly growing literally every single day, every year. There's new forms of technology. We have fucking doorbells that have fucking cameras on them now. I mean, it's crazy. And I know I keep going back to this, making this analogy, but the last decade we have fucking exponentially advanced from the 10 years before that, from 2000 to 2010. But 10 to 20 has been a fucking growth that I don't know if we will ever fucking see again. Yeah. Because, well, I have 4 people in this Instagram live right now. Hey, everybody. Man, y'all just missed a banging rant. Outlaw Tella, man. I want you guys, so this is episode 64 right here. I'm going to try and get this posted tonight. You guys really need to tap into this. I was on a stream just then, a stream of consciousness. Yeah, which Bino is a rapper too. And, Bino can tell you about, just being in 2020 and I assume Bino's pretty, Bino's pretty tech savvy too. He messes with cameras and stuff. But what I was saying basically, Bino, is 20 years ago, if I wanted to make a podcast, it would be nearly impossible, because I would need something like a fucking huge ass studio to make it happen and to make it work. I would need fucking some radio company to fund me and give me all this money. But here I am in 2020 with everything that I could possibly need in my living room. And if I was putting content like this out, if you removed the Slightly Daily podcast and moved it back in time 20 years ago, and this came out in 2000, and if you took the Slightly Daily podcast and removed it and put it in 2000, this would be fucking absolutely unheard of. People would be in fucking awe. But our minds are so diluted, and our minds are so saturated with just constant stimulus. We're constantly being stimulated, and I know that sounds I know it sounds crazy, but it's the most appropriate word. Is we're constantly being stimulated. Where literally every day there's a new fucking trend. There's a new hashtag every single day. Our fucking minds are constantly refreshing. But even when Twitter first 5 to 6 years ago, whenever we were all on Twitter and shit, a fucking meme or like a joke on Twitter would have fucking went on for a long ass time, man. And today we hear one crazy, especially 2020 has been absolutely insane with the news cycle and shit. But like in 2020, we'll hear a joke, and then there's like a Twitter meme going on, and we do it for one day, and then the next day it's just super whack. We're over it already. All right, so Outlaw said it's still impossible to the average person. Bino said, yeah, the rate technology is moving at is crazy, actually. It's kind of scary but also fascinating what we're able to do. Yeah, I mean, whenever I post this, I kind of got at that too. I don't want to reiterate too much, but yeah, you're right. It's a blessing and also a huge curse, because dude, you look at medicine. I mean, Western medicine to me is, I've mixed feelings about Western medicine, because I definitely know what Dr. Sebi was talking about. If you don't know Dr. Sebi, look him up. But yeah, I mean, we're on the verge of fucking fully autonomous vehicles. Like, that's crazy. Cars that drive themselves. You're looking at, if there were cars that drive, if Tesla wanted to, he could put Uber and Lyft out of business. Elon Musk could put Uber and Lyft out of business if he fucking completely mastered fully autonomous vehicles with 100% safety, 0% crash rate. He could just put it out, Tesla cab or whatever the fuck you wanted to call it. Tesla fucking driving service. And the Tesla would pull up, it would pick you up, and you would be safe because they figured it out. And also, I mean, there's a fucking pizza commercial on the TV right here. Even that too. You think about that. Delivery fucking, like, technology could even take jobs away from people in, like, pizza delivery or Uber Eats. He could even have fucking Tesla food delivery. You pull up your phone, you say, I want McDonald's, I want a Big Mac meal with a Coke, and then the Tesla drives to the McDonald's. It fucking the Tesla drives to the fucking McDonald's. It scans a fucking barcode or whatever. It puts it in the fucking driver's seat, and then it pulls up to you. No driver. Bino said, TBH, it's surprising we're just now getting cars that can drive us. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely, he has not perfected it. That is for damn sure. He has not perfected it because, I don't know if I've seen like I've never been in a Tesla, but I've seen some videos of people in them, and like, if you do the, I don't know what he calls it, driver assisting or whatever it's called, technically, if you do it, you're supposed to keep your hands on the wheel, even if you're not like driving, or else it'll like shut off or something, like the car will turn off. So I don't know. Bino, Jordan, anybody in here, how long do you think it will be before we have cars that will literally you get in and just sit down and it just drives you to work. I mean, it's pretty close. Bino said, I've been in a Tesla at the dealership in San Francisco, and those bitches are crazy. Yeah, it's crazy too because, I mean, they're fucking electric. So you just push that gas and it makes no noise, and it's zipping, it's zooming through there. Bino said, I give it 3 more years before Elon figures it out. I mean, yeah, I think it's pretty possible, man. All right, boys, we're at 45 minutes. I really encourage everyone who is in this live when I post this. I'm going to post this tonight. I really encourage you guys to go back and watch this because I was in the zone. Before I get off here, I want to do a little bit of a beer promo. This is free promo. Let me just tell you guys, this beer right here, this Raider IPA, is one of my favorite beers I've ever had in my life, okay? They have this beer at Toots, I think, on draft, and Sam's Sports Bar maybe. And, dude, I was at Kroger the other day, and I saw that they had these in the can. Man, I got excited. I got super hyped. This company, Still Barrel, they make these in Murfreesboro, and this is like a MTSU Blue Raider IPA. So good. Anyway, episode 64. I hope that I can get Bino. If you and Austin want to do a podcast tonight, man, y'all holler at me, because I did this on a fucking whim. I was just like, I'm just bored. I just need to sit down. You know what I'm saying? Let's link this weekend, bro. Let's do it, man. Episode 64. Hopefully, you guys are going to see me in this outfit a lot, because I'm also doing the vlog too, and this is what I've been wearing today, and here I am on camera, and hopefully I can get at least another podcast in. If you or anybody else would like a Slightly Daily sticker, man, please let me know. I have 170 something left. I ordered 200 and I haven't even made a dent on the stack. So, thank you guys for watching. I did not intend for this to be 48 minutes long. Usually these solo ones, I even said it at the beginning, usually these solo ones are 35 minutes. And yeah, I just wanted to tap in with you guys. Wow, I really appreciate everybody who came to the live. I think I had 10 total people. Hey, thank you guys. I don't even know who's still in here, but I appreciate you guys. Bino, whenever I get off this phone, I'm about to call, hey Marlena, I'm about to call Austin whenever I get off this phone. Episode number 64, my girlfriend Marlena just walked in, and I was ironically ending this episode. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Shout out Lil Ooh. I did hear your new song, bro. Shout out to Outlaw. Man, I got a lot of love for you guys. I love the Average Male podcast. You guys are super dope. Bino, check him out too. Follow The Last of Outlaw. He's super dope, man. They had dual podcasts, Average Male podcast, fucking super entertaining. Thank you guys.